we want to be a country that helps the world. We do. But when we have so many problems here in our own country, we can't help the world while we're having so many problems here in this country. We need to take a step back, put the reset button on this country, clean it up, secure our borders, bring prices down, make living better for American citizens that work day to day, try to make this country a better place to live.
Mr. President, thank you, and thanks to the cabinet. So, at the risk of insulting everybody else at the table, I believe that I am the youngest member sitting at the table. And, it occurred to me that from the time that I was born to the time that Donald J. Trump was inaugurated just a few months ago, we went from, again, 40 years, we went from the world's manufacturing superpower to one in which we depend on the People's Republic of China to make the things that we need. We went from the proudest military in the world to one in which we failed to meet our recruiting goals. And we went from one in which bipartisan border policy was the consensus of both Democrats and Republicans to one in which we allowed 20 million people to run roughshod illegally over the countryside, causing crime, causing a stress in the welfare system. And again, that happened over the lifetime of the youngest member of the cabinet. And what has happened in 100 days is that we've started to reverse every single one of those negative trends. And I think what it shows to me is that the president, and you sit in the Oval Office and you see these portraits of presidents past. And let's be honest, most of them have been placeholders. They've been people who've allowed their staff to sign executive orders with an auto pen instead of men of action. And the reason the media attacks this administration as chaotic is because the president is solving the problems the American people set about to solve. He's actually doing the things that he promised that he would do. And Mr. President, it's been an honor to be part of it for the past 100 days. And let me just make one other observation because it's interesting. I've seen the data, I've monitored it, I've looked at it, but the most underreported fact of the first 100 days is that we came in with a massive recruitment shortfall. And in 100 days of Secretary Hegseth and President Trump's leadership, we now have people breaking down the doors to join our military. To the media assembled here, it's a really interesting question. Why has that happened? Completely aside from the fact that I think it's a good thing or I think that President Trump deserves political credit for it, why did we go from a military where people didn't want to serve to now all of a sudden they do want to serve? That's a story you guys should cover, but compared to that, how much time have you instead focused on the fact that we deported an MS-13 gang member with a valid deportation order? And why is it that the press is so focused on the fake BS rather than what's really going on in the country? I think that what we've shown, sir, is that you can do a lot. You can do a lot in 100 days, but you've also unfortunately revealed that too much of the American media hasn't learned the lessons of the past 40 years. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and you know what? The media is getting put in check too. I mean, I know a lot of these people in political power are suing a lot of these news platforms because they're not reporting the truth to the American people. They're finding the truth and then they're flipping it to their liking so they can appeal the people that they report their news to. CNN is a big one. I mean, Fox News, everybody knows CNN's the Democratic platform. Fox News leans more to the right for the Republicans. I know I've seen some YouTubers mention a website where you can go on this website and it'll show you every single different news platform and it'll grade the actual platform, whether it leans more left, right, more moderate. And that way people can decide for themselves how credible the article is or what's being reported from those news channels. But yeah, I mean, Vice President Vance said it perfectly. You know, Trump is doing exactly what the American people voted him in. So he campaigned and ran on this of what he was going to do, the mass deportation, number one thing, working towards making peace with Russia and Ukraine. And that's not going to be all on Trump. That has to be with Putin and Zelensky coming to the table, coming to an agreement. Zelensky is up and down, not knowing he's not even a good president, in my opinion, for Ukraine. He doesn't know how to come to a good agreement when the United States has helped his country out for many years, especially during the Biden administration, when we were forking up so much money that the American people really didn't know. They didn't really know. President Biden say, hey, Americans, Ukraine needs some help. We're going to tax you guys a little bit more, and some of that money is going to go towards the war effort in Ukraine to help defend their country. That's not something that the American people voted for or wanted, truly. And, there's still people that, there are people that do, but in my opinion, it's not anything that's going to be beneficial for the United States and for the citizens that live here in this country. We want to be a country that helps the world. We do. But when we have so many problems here in our own country, we can't help the world while we're having so many problems here in this country. We need to take a step back, put the reset button on this country, clean it up, secure our borders, bring prices down, make living better for American citizens that work day to day, try to make this country a better place to live. And then when we are comfortable, then we can pursue to help the world in doing many things to help better their lives as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Till next time. Peace out, everybody.